So I'm heading back in the woods. I got a place where I had it stashed with cash. It's $1,000. I headed back here, you know, in case of economic recession or another depression, maybe even the stock market collapses or the banks collapse. Something like that were to happen, I'd always rather have a place to go to find it. So let's go see if I can find it. So I'm back here in the woods, and as you might be able to see is that little house that I built a few years ago. Well, it was about 10 years ago, but a few months ago I went here when there was no leaves on the trees. This was all flooded, so I couldn't come back here. But this was also a bridge I built. I used to spend a lot more time back here, but it's just now I rarely come back because I find more comfort sleeping in the house than sleeping out here. But I'll get closer up there, and that's actually where the money is stored. It's underneath this kindling box, and I figured nobody would go in there and find it, so that's kind of why I stored it in there. It's really grown up a lot since I came back here. This used to just be dirt basically through there. Now it's a whole bunch of high weeds, so I'm gonna have to make my way through there to get back to the hut, which is right back there. And then there's a road that I crossed. You can tell there's some tracks here that somebody's recently back here. So right back here is a hut, and this is where, see that kindling box right there, that white kindling box? That's the that's where I put it. So I'm gonna make my way in here and see if I see it. So I looked in the kindling box right down here, and I couldn't see it. It was right here. So I'm glad nobody obviously saw it. If they did, they didn't steal it. And here's what I do. You know, like I said, there's $1,000 in here. Let's just make sure it's still all there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's all there. I'm glad it's there. And never had issues. I've never thought I'd have issues with somebody stealing it or blowing away or something because of places I keep it in. But I suppose you never know. So like I said, I'm gonna move it. The way that thing looks, it's not gonna last too many more years. It's leaning so much worse than it was when I built it, and it's growing up, and it's also in a swamp. So those posts were rotting away so quickly. They weren't that thick, they weren't treated. So I think I took it out at the right time. The first person who gave me the idea to keep $1,000 in a hidden place was Dave Ramsey, and I actually really like it. I've done this for about 5 years now, and you know, he said to do $1,000. I actually do $2,000. I keep $1,000 in the house where I know where it's at, and then if I need it, I'll spend it in the course of a month. But this $1,000, I always hide in a different place every couple years, and it's outside.